Hey, I wanted to take a minute and show you how easy it is to create an online portfolio with the ClearDev Artist Registry tool. So here I am, I'm logged into my account as an artist, and I land on the dashboard. So the first thing I want to do is upload a profile picture. So I'm going to go to Profile, and you can see I just have a blank square. So I'm going to say, let's change this. And I have all my assets ready to go, which makes all this so much easier. So here's my headshot. Hit upload, pop that into place, and hit save. So that's step one, done, easy. So let's jump into the portfolio. And the first thing here is to choose your featured artwork. So when people search for you, or anywhere you're in the results, this is going to be the work that is displayed. So let's change this and go back to my assets, and this is my featured image. And I'm going to save that. This is the name I want displayed on the site. So you can have a name that you are billed through on the back end that no one sees, and then you have your display name. So say you go by if you go by Bono, but Bono's not on your credit card, this is where you choose your display name. Here we have our categories where we're going to kind of cross-pollinate with our other artists. So this is where I'm going to pick the mediums I work in. I'm going to say acrylic, collage, and digital. Categories, I'll say glass, humorous, history. And for genre, design, let's pick 3 here. You can pick more. And then I'll save these. So that's kind of the first step, your overview. Now let's go into albums. This is where the fun part begins because you get to upload your work. So I'm going to say, let's add an album. First thing for an album is to upload a cover image. So I'm going to do an album about painting. I'll use this as my cover. And I'll call it painting. I'm going to say, show it on the website. The reason we have that toggle, say it's an album that it's going to take you like a week to build out, like name everything and all that stuff. You can keep it private, hidden in the back end as you work on it. I'm just going to toggle it to yes because I'm shooting to get this done in 10 minutes. I'm not going to have a description, but you can add one. And I'm going to save. And that's going to create the album on the back end. Now we got to add a little content. So this is all the stuff that's going to live in paintings. So I'm going to say, let's add some images. And I have my album here. So I'm just going to grab a few of these and drag them here. And these are fairly big images. So let's see how long it takes to upload. Excuse me. It's going pretty good. You can see that it's a progress bar, then a checkbox, and you're good to go. So I'm going to say I'm all finished. After you're finished, this is where you can get into the detail of the work. So you can start to name your images. So let's say call that lines. And I want to put in what's suggested here. You can put other things in this description. This always looks nice when everything is formatted in a consistent way. And you can go right down through and do this for all the assets. And if you're changing one, you can just hit save there. But I'm going to update a few of these. And I'll save them all at once. And this. And I won't do the other. I'll just pop that in there. All right, good enough. And I'm going to hit save here. So you can see this guy. I think this was my cover image. So say I wanted to put that like the first image in this album. I can sort that here. I'm going to go down to the bottom and I can grab and drag. Or I can just use the little up button and keep ticking up, up, up. Drag, drag. And then save it. And we're good to go. If I wanted to add a video to this album, I can just click add video. And I can grab a URL right from YouTube and paste it in here. And I'm going to say add a video. Should drop it to the bottom of the list. And you can see it pulls in all the meta info from YouTube, which is cool. So this is about a video about Beacon, New York. Pulls in the description, the thumbnail. Pretty cool. Saves a lot of time. You can also drop a Vimeo link in there as well, if that's your video platform of choice. So I'm going to return to albums. Let's add another one really quick. And let's do watercolor. So grab that guy for a cover. And now I'm not nuts about this. I feel like it's a little too big, portrait. So I'm going to click it and change it to something else. That's better for me. And let's say show it on the website. Save. And we're going to do that same dance where we're going to hit content and drop some images in there. That's a fairly large image, that watercolor. So I'm going to hit content, add images, and let's grab them all. And up they go, and you can see the little check boxes when they're complete. And when they're done, I'm going to hit finished. Say I forget one, I can just click here and say pick another one and drop it in, but I already grabbed them all. So I'm going to say finished, and you can put in your titles and do all that fun stuff and hit save. Let's go back to albums, and you can sort these. You can also sort your albums. Say you want to lead with watercolors, so I'm going to hit sort albums and pop that up there. Done sorting. Now they kind of switch spots. So I think 2 albums is good to get started. And we have our work. We sorted the work. We put in a video. We sorted the albums. So let's go over to the next tab here, which is bio. So this is cool because you can just cut and paste from an existing document. Like I'm using Pages, but you could cut and paste from Word or Google Docs, whatever you prefer. And it keeps the formatting. You know, you got your bullets in here, and you can add formatting. Say you wanted to make this bold, and you wanted to underline this for some reason. You can do that. You can add new bullets. There's a little kind of a minimal editor here. So I'm going to hit save. And let's go over to our statement of work. And I'm going to find that document again and just copy and paste my statement. Looks good. Let's add some links. This is always nice because you can, benefit from the traffic of the registry, but then you can also draw people back to your own website or your social media. So I'm going to say, this is going to be my own website. And I'm going to say add link. Let's add another one. I'm going to say, let's do my Instagram. And that already drops down. That's cool. Instagram Paul Mason, add link. So I have 2 links. What if I wanted to add another one? What can I do? I could do the Twitter. And add. So I have 3 links now. So I think that's a pretty decent start for a portfolio. So this media tab, this is everything you uploaded to date. So say you wanted to do like a best of 2025. You could check this, and check that, and say add these selected to an album. But I want to create a new album and call it Best of 2025. Then you don't have to re-upload everything. It's just kind of use what you got, and instead of doing everything twice. Events. As you go on, you can add events. It's cool because events will get you more visibility. But I think right now your basic portfolio is going to be these tabs in your profile picture. So let's take a look at what we got here. I'm going to right click this and say open that in a new tab and look at our portfolio. Oh, you see our best of 2025 didn't show up? You know why? Because I bet it's not public. See, album is hidden. So let's hit edit, show on website, and save. And now refresh here. And there's our best of 2025, where we used existing assets. We can check out more albums, like here are our paintings. You can see here's that metadata that we typed in, took some time to do. Looks really good when it's all the same. So let's check out a bio. Looks good. Statement. Good enough. Contact. Here are 3 links we added. Remember those categories we started with? They're over here. So they cross-pollinate with other artists. So you get that benefit. And that's kind of really the basic get started and build out a basic portfolio. And you can add to this. You can make an album and not publish it. This will keep you out of the search until you say make my portfolio public. It kind of keeps you hidden from everybody. So when you're ready, you have your albums put together, hit make it public, and you're going to show up on pages like this with all the other artists. And that's when you're in the full stream of things. All right, hope this helps. Hope it helps you get started. You can see it's no big deal. Just have your assets kind of put together, save you a lot of time. It's just a couple steps, and you can always come back and keep building and building and building. Build some events, build out your studio view so people can see how you work. And events get you in the stream of things. So if you add events, you're going to start showing up on things like the little event calendar. You'll even show up down here on the home page. So super duper visibility. All right, that's it for now. Hope we kept it about 10 minutes.